This is breakdown number 2, or weights 2, of the yoga and strength interval workout. This is the second video I'm posting of the weight sections or intervals so that I can break them down for you and we can discover what your weight loads should be, proper form, and more cueing, understanding where the breath is, alignment, all of that. That way, as you work on these videos that I'm posting, when we get to the entire 90-minute yoga and strength interval workout, you'll be ready to go. So join me on the mat with the medicine ball and let's break this down. Okay, so we have brought it down to the mat for weights 2 core. And again, we're going to be using medicine ball or a non-weighted ball if you're just working on form and just starting to strengthen the upper body especially. I'm going to be working with an 8-pound ball. You can have a 10 or a 12, or you can even use a hand weight for these. So just keep that in mind, whatever you got around. So the first one we're going to do is a Russian twist. So we want to come to a nice seated position with our feet flat on the floor. And we've got that nice long spine. Got our weight. And we're going to hinge back to a 45 degree, just to where you really feel it. So resist the urge to round back. This is not a crunch. This is just to take that long straight line of the spine we've been talking about with the shoulder blades nice and engaged, straight back. We're holding the ball right around mid-chest. Pull that belly button in, and we're just going to twist the shoulders. So instead of bringing the ball, I want you to twist the shoulders. Twist as much as you can. Bring the ball with it. Come back to the center. Twist the shoulders and the elbows. Come back. Let's do some more of those. Here we go. We're going to twist one direction, come back, twist the other direction, come back. Keep, if the toes come up, that's fine. Just keep the heels nice and anchored in there. Pull that belly button in, roll the shoulders back, rotate. You can bring the elbow down if you're hinged back far enough. If not, don't worry about it. Just really feel the twist in the abdominal wall. Bring the shoulders around with the elbows, belly button pulled in, and come up. All right, let's lean back. Let's go into it like we're going to in the actual workout, and just so you can kind of get a feel of the flow and the speed for these. And we're going to do 10 reps. Each side is 1 rep for this. Hinging back. Here we go. That's 1, 2, I'm breathing, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it's got 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, like I mentioned in the earlier video, when I take this, I'm going to have a counter with me to catch me when my brain is going in another direction. Anyway, so that's the Russian twist. Next, we're going to do our suitcases. So, this one, especially if you haven't done this before, you may want to go ahead and grab something light, like a non-weighted ball. You could even use a big old stability ball too here if you want. I'll do some with the weighted ball, but this is just to kind of show you. So we're going to come down to our backs and make sure I have enough room to open up here. And our legs are going to reach up. Now, you may not be able to hit this 90, that's fine, but whatever you can. So instead of trying to make sure that the thigh and the torso are in a 90, because then you might be tempted to bend the knees, worry about not the angle, but the lengthening of the legs, wherever you can lengthen the legs to. We want to avoid turning the lower body movement into this. Keep reaching through the toes,
So it's not like really pointed toes, you're just reaching through the toes. Keeps the whole leg activated. Pull the belly button in, extend the arms. Now, this, we start with the imaginary suitcase, which we are right now, closed. We're going to open it. Keep the belly button pulled in. Keep the low back working towards the mat or the floor. Open as much as you can. Stop when you feel like you're going to have to release, or stop when you start to arch the low back. We want to avoid that. We want to protect the low back. And so we don't have to jam the low back into the mat, but we want to pull the belly button in and reach towards the mat. Depending on your spine, your anatomy, it may not be on the floor. That's fine as long as you're not sacrificing by releasing the pelvic girdle and arching the low back. Okay, keep the belly button pulled in and kind of close this hip and bottom rib. Keep that closed and engaged. All right, let's work on these suitcases. So on an inhale, we're going to fill the lungs as we open. Inhale, open as much as you can without coming all the way to the floor. We don't want to release the engagements. Exhale slowly all the way up. Control, control, control. Open. These can be frustrating if you've never done them before and you don't have the strength or the flexibility for this full range of motion. Do not worry about that. Remember that as long as you are giving 100% of the effort and doing it safely and within your range of mobility and strength, you're getting all 100% of the benefits. All right, we'll do this now with a weighted ball. Set up, reaching arms, reaching legs, abdominal wall engaged. On an inhale, we open slowly with control. That's where the magic is, not in speed, but with the control, working against gravity and with both phases, the positive and the negative on the work. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep it going, rest if you need to. Okay. Haven't decided how many reps we're going to do those. I have to time all these segments, keep them within the 90 minutes, so that'll also determine reps. All right, next we're going to stay here on our backs, and let's see, I will demo this one both ways again, with and without the weighted ball. Okay, so we're going to do a crunch up towards our toes, where the toe touches with the ball. Flex feet, heels up, again, as high as you can. Now, if you have to bend the knees a little bit to get them more above the hips, that's fine too. On this one, we really want the legs above the hips. All right, so now we're going to curl the upper body, pull the belly button in, touch the toes, come down. Press up, curl. So we are crunching. We are closing the upper body. We're contracting, rounding the shoulders, everything to reach those toes. So now we're going to press some weight up. Here we go. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, and on the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to strain the neck. Just let it lift with the upper body. Tuck the chin if that helps. I think this is 6. Pull the belly button in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! This will make you break a sweat. Okay, let's come on back up to our Russian twist. You know what? I'm going to throw for the second round an around the world, which I may or may not include. So I'm going to go ahead and break it down and teach you this other core exercise. So we're going to have, I've done this in a while. Okay, so So we're gonna do the Russian twist over here, but then we're gonna press the ball up within the eye line over and bring it down, rotating the shoulders. Bring it back to center. We're going to do the Russian twist, press it up over the head, around the world, rotating the shoulders. Bring it back to center. We're going to rotate, press up and over, come back to center. Those are a lot harder. So again, because we're pressing the ball, I like those. I think I'll leave them in the workout, but we won't do as many reps. And then you can always switch on the second set from a weighted ball to a non-weighted ball. So rotate those shoulders, hinge back, watch it. So we don't want to get it over here. We want to keep it in the eye line, rotate those shoulders, come down, pull it back to center. Rotate, press up and over, rotating the shoulders and the rib cage, come back. Rotate, press up and over, and come back. Yeah, I think I'll keep those in there like that. Let's go back to suitcases. This is so you can get an idea of the entire section of weights 2, and that we do 3 exercises in a row, and then we come back and we catch them on a second set for each of them, sometimes changing them. So suitcases will stay the same. We'll open up, reaching and lengthening as long as you can without releasing and keeping the low back, working towards the mat, pull the belly button in. Slowly opening on the inhale, exhale. If the breath pattern changes, don't worry about it. I like to exhale on the harder part of the work, inhale, whenever the body's opening, or on the negative phase. All right, so those are the suitcases. Second round, they will stay the same. Now for this second set, instead of the upper body crunching, we're gonna switch it up. So we start out with the same setup, but this time, oh, you're gonna love me for this, we're gonna lift the lower body. So it's like you're stamping the ceiling with the soles of your feet. So I like to do that on an exhale. So inhale, exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Reach straight up. So they come a little bit forward, but try not to get them past the ball. So press it up, they can come up over the wall to the ceiling. Pull the belly button in, really lift. Now, it may take a while to really recruit those muscle fibers to lift that way. We don't do that very often. So maybe frustrating at first, but I promise you, I think you'll see quick results if you keep doing these as best you can with as much effort as you can. Big exhale. Big exhale. Last one, best one. All right, there you go. So that is the new and improved weights 2. I tried to tape this yesterday, and I actually had 2 other different exercises, and my sound wasn't working. I didn't like how I was feeling with the exercises, so I did a little research in my past workouts and pulled out 2 other core exercises, and I like this a lot better. So sometimes it takes more than one try. That's the silver lining. Anyway, I will see you in the next breakout video, Yoga 1, and so on until we get to the 90-minute one. I look forward to that. Thanks.